and welcome again to another episode of DME Podcast. My name is Amaomi, your lovely host, and as you know it, this podcast is brought to you by About the Voice. If you're a new listener here on DME Podcast, I want to let you know that you are highly appreciated and you are highly welcome to the conversations that we have here. And if you're very much interested in your personal development, which I believe is why you're here, make sure to listen to previous episodes because, as I have said, we're going to be building on the things that we have talked about previously. And so if you want to be able to flow with the conversation and all of that, it's going to be very good that you try and listen to the previous episodes. Anyways, today I'm going to be talking about something a little bit different. It has been on my mind to actually have this conversation with us because I believe that I have an audience of young people. And of course, just like the saying, we are the future. We are the leaders of tomorrow. And of course, that tomorrow that we are looking forward to starts today. It is what is in today that actually kind of determines how tomorrow would look like. And so there's something that I would like to encourage us about or to awaken us about, and that is the importance of knowing your roots, understanding your roots, and loving your roots, being proud of your roots. There are places, I think there are instances where, for instance, where I believe that you have even heard where you hear maybe in a school setting or maybe in a formal setting, maybe you hear some people speaking their dialect. I believe that a lot of us heard. A lot of my audience or my listeners, you are Nigerians and all of that. So there are situations where you hear people speaking in their dialect or speaking in their language, and some people would be looking at them like as if they're local people. Why would you be speaking your language here? Or why would you be speaking Pidgin? Why you're not speaking English? And if you're speaking English, why you're not speaking it in a crisp way? And we make fun of each other, we make fun of ourselves and all of that. And then there are situations where I think I had a friend at a particular time. Yes, I had a friend where she said that she could not, she doesn't understand her language, she doesn't know how to speak her language, and it is because her father used to say in the house that he never wants to hear any of them speak Yoruba language in their house, that if they're told they are speaking anything in their house, it has to be English. Now, this episode is not to put any culture down or to shade English that is not my goal at all. My goal here is to awaken us to the importance of knowing who we are as young persons. Be that young person that understands the importance of knowing your roots, of loving your roots, of understanding your roots and being proud of your roots. I think there is a particular quote that I came across at some particular time that says that a people who have no understanding or who have no knowledge of their roots are like trees who has no knowledge of their history, I beg your pardon, are like trees without roots. Now, do not be that young Nigerian or that person that is ashamed of their culture. You're ashamed of speaking English, you're ashamed of speaking your language, or it is not just important to you that you learn your language. Some of us here listening to me, we are planning to jackpot. We are planning to do one or two things. I'm not saying you should not jackpot and all of that, but then when you jackpot, the question is, you as a young person, do you have an understanding that wherever it is you find yourself in the world, it's important that you let your children know about who you are, to know about their culture, know about their roots, not that you take them somewhere and then they completely lose their identity, and where you are taking them to, they are not natives in quotes of that place, and so they are neither here nor there. And when you leave, because of course we are not going to be here forever, these children become lost. Some of us are listening to me. You yourself, you are lost. So the question now is, what are you doing? Do you feel that it is, do you know that it is important that you as a young person, you know your roots, you are proud of your roots? If you are a Yoruba person, do not be that Yoruba girl or that Yoruba boy that looks at people who speak their language like as if they are less or they are local. This is who you are. This is who we are. If you are Igbo, do not be that person that looks at people who speak their language like as if they are less, or in their homes and like they speak their language. So you as a young person, I want to encourage you that Maybe you are out there, you don't even know anything about your history. You don't know anything about your culture. You don't know anything going on in your state. You don't know anything. All you know is just English. I am not recording. I think I've stated this before. I'm not recording this particular podcast or this particular episode to shade any culture or any race or anything. I am just drawing your mind to this, that it is important that you learn about your culture and that you learn about your roots. I think I have friends, or I have friends, yes, and I believe you do, that, or you might even be the person who knows nothing or who do not even understand their language. People that are actually from their tribe could literally sell them on the spot, like sell them or kidnap them or do something to them, and they would not know the entire time the conversation is being discussed or is being done or whatever it is. Yeah, so it's important that as young persons we start getting proud of who we are. Be proud of your skin. Do not be that young person that says you just feel so uncomfortable that you look the way you look, or you are so uncomfortable about the color of your skin so much that you feel like you have to do things, you have to alter who you are in order to fit a kind of a picture that you feel like the society appreciates more, and so you don't like who you are because you feel like you have to sound like someone or do something like someone for you to feel appreciated and all of that. I usually say that, I think in a lot of episodes that I record, of course it's beautiful. Even when I speak with my friends, I say it's beautiful to know how to speak English. It's beautiful for you to know how to pronounce your words. I even teach enunciation and all of that. But then I respect my culture, and it is important to me. I respect who I am. I know who I am. I know where I am from, and I honor it. I cherish it. I hope you understand. And so that's why I say it a lot of times that, okay, we can be speaking all of this English, but when it is time to speak Yoruba, I'm also you understand. For me personally, I come from a home where the conversations we have in our house, 95% of the times when we are talking, we speak our tribe. I hope you understand. So when it comes to English, we speak English. I am an advocate of, if you are learning English, know English well, but then also know Yoruba. In fact, know Pidgin and speak it with pride. I think that it's an issue when even in our schools, children are discouraged from speaking their languages. Children are discouraged from conversing in their dialect and all of that, and all of these things lead to culture loss, where you see a child that is Yoruba, for instance, or that is Igbo, for instance, or that is Hausa, for instance, and they know absolutely nothing about their history or about their roots. Instead, you keep learning about other people, you keep wanting to be like other people instead of appreciating yourself. That is why a lot of times we have issues with our hair, we have issues with our skin, we have issues with how we sound. I think I recorded a particular episode at a particular time where I said that one of the things that pisses me off is when you're trying to be who or what you are not. So it's better that, for instance, you speak in your normal Nigerian accent and you're speaking it well, than you're trying to form an accent that you even know nothing about. Now, just like I have said it, I'm repeating it again, I'm an advocate of you knowing everything you want to know, knowing it well. So be someone that, of course, you can speak beautiful English, lovely, but be someone, the question is, are you someone that can also speak your language? Do you understand your culture? Do you know about your roots? I think I've mentioned this, I don't know if I've mentioned this in this particular episode that I'm recording, where some of us were planning to jackpot, we are planning to run away, or we are planning to relocate, or whatever reason. And as a young person, are you factoring this in? Do you understand this? Do you know this, that, okay, when I become a parent, for instance, I want to make sure that my children know about their culture, they learn about their history, they know who they are, they have an identity. Is that important to you? If that has never crossed your mind, this is the reason I am recording this particular episode. You as a young person, whatever country you are from, whatever race you are from, not limiting it to Nigerians alone or limiting it to a particular race or anything, wherever it is you're listening to me from, I want to ask you this question. Do you feel, or do you know, do you have an understanding that it is important that you know where you are from, you know who you are. It's important that you learn how to speak your language. It's important that you teach the children that you would have like your language, or you let them know their identity, not just language, their culture, where they are from, who they are. And then do you know that it's important that you let them know that, okay, to appreciate themselves, to be proud of who they are. In case you are out there and just like I said before, it has never crossed your mind, I want you to begin to put it in your mind that, okay, I want to know who exactly I am. I want to pass this on, and so that we do not become individuals that are lost. You don't know who you are. You just know that you are in the world. You are neither here nor there. You have a lot of focus or a lot of attention on learning about other people, but who you are yourself, you don't know. And then you as a young person today, you are going to become a parent. You are going to become maybe a leader. You will become a governor. You will become a president. Just like I said when I started this episode, we are the leaders of tomorrow. What you have now, what you know now, is definitely what you would be passing on. And so would you be able to represent who you are well, your culture well, your tradition well, wherever you find yourself? So one of the ways that we can start changing things is, you as a young person, get deliberate about learning about your history. Pick up real and true books. Ask real and true questions about who you are. Do you know how to speak your language? If you don't know how to speak your language, you want to begin to talk with people that can actually teach you. Like, even if you cannot learn it completely, care about it. Know that it is not okay for me to not know these things, because that is your identity. That is who you are. If you do not know who you are, someone else will tell you who you are, and they will tell you whatever it is they like, and you would buy it. And that is a problem, and you do not want to live your life like that. So you can start by checking this off your list or off your boxes. Care about it. Okay, I want to, because some of us brag. I don't know how to speak my language. This is my fault. It's my father's fault. It's my mother's fault. No, you are human, and you have to take responsibility. Of course, truly it's their fault, in quotes, that they did not teach you, but do you even care? That the fact that they did not teach you, or that you do not know, do you care? Do you know? Do you actually have the understanding that it's actually important? The fact that they made those errors does not mean that you have to go on with that error. So let's say, for instance, let's paint a scenario. Let's say, for instance, normally there are maybe two sentences, or let's just say ekaro is the way we say good morning in Yoruba, ekaro, like generally. Okay, so imagine if in a particular generation someone knows how to say ekaro. The coming generation, they only know how to say good morning, and then the generation after that generation, what would they teach? Before you know, the ideology, the knowledge that ekaro is actually the way we say good morning, it is going to fade, because a particular generation has failed to teach another generation, and from there the identity, the everything is completely and totally lost. So it is your duty and your responsibility to care about these things, to be that young person that says, okay, when I begin to have my own family, I am going to make sure that I do everything in my part to make sure wherever I find myself on the surface of the earth, that I know myself first of all, and that the people or the children that come through me actually also know their identity. They know who they are. They know their roots. They appreciate themselves. Appreciate yourself as a person. Don't say, hey, I regret that I am an African. Oh, I regret I am this. No. All of these things mostly stems from a mind that does not know who they are or what they are. Right, so in conclusion, what I want to say is, first of all, do you know how to even speak your language? If you don't know, don't be proud that you do not know it. It's a problem if you don't. You should start looking for ways to learn that. Do you know your history? Do you even care about knowing it? If you don't, get deliberate about that and learn about your history. Do you care about passing the knowledge of who you are, your roots, your history, your language, your culture, your tradition to your offspring? Do you care about it even now as a young person? Do you know that it's an issue? If you don't, I want you to be awakened to that it is important, and you want to start making plans on how to make sure that your culture, whatever tradition, whatever language you are, is passed on to your own offspring. And then another thing, are you proud of who you are? Be proud to speak your language anywhere. Be proud to put on your traditional attire. Be proud to wear clothes that identify with who you are. It is beautiful. For instance, for us, the Yorubas, we have the ashoke. So beautiful materials out of it. We should start learning to encourage all of these things to preserve our culture. If not, with time, we would entirely disappear. And the onus is on you, it's on me, because I don't know what level of influence you would have tomorrow. You don't know what level of influence I would have tomorrow. And it is the understanding that I have about the importance of these things that will reflect on my leadership, or on the influence that I would make on the number of people or audience that I would be chanced to make that influence on. And so please be proud of speaking your language. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of your color. Be proud of your height. Be proud of how you look. Be proud of your identity. Be proud of learn about your culture, learn about your history, and be proud of where you are from, and be proud of who you are. Appreciate your uniqueness, appreciate your person, and teach people about it. Be proud to talk about it. Learn that it is important, and be conscious about it. And so this is what I have come to say to us today. I'm hoping that if you listen to the end, or if you listened halfway, I'm hoping that this is awakened, something in you to make you learn that, okay, this is actually a subject, this is actually a thing, this is actually a thing that I should consider, that I have to put in mind. And I'm hoping and I'm believing that those of us that have listened would be one of those that would preserve our culture and our history. Whatever country you are from, whatever continent you are from, that we are preserving our culture, we're preserving our history, and we're understanding that it's actually an important subject. It is not something to just push aside or wave away, such that you are proud of another person's culture or identity, or you feel more secure in another person's identity rather than your own, which is a wrong ideology. All right, this is where I would be wrapping it up. If you have questions, you have comments, you have suggestions, my WhatsApp number is always attached in the description. And if you would like to work with About the Voice, you can also send a message, or you can send an email, and we can take it from there. All right, this podcast is brought to you by About the Voice, and we say that you are number one. Until I come your way again next time, bye bye.